The building of the Russian Consulate General in Gdansk belongs to the Russian Federation. This property was transferred to the USSR for indefinite and gratuitous use. We recommend that the hotheads in Poland first consider all the possible consequences of such illegal and provocative actions.
Poland said on December 25 that its Air Force intercepted a Russian reconnaissance jet flying close to Polish airspace over the Baltic Sea, describing the incident as a defensive response to an aerial provocation. The Polish military also reported that dozens of unidentified objects entered its airspace overnight from the direction of Belarus, triggering brief air defense alerts and radar tracking by Polish forces. According to Polish authorities, at least 4 of those incoming objects were later identified as smuggling balloons launched from Belarus, a tactic officials say has become increasingly common in recent months. Polish authorities issued a stark message about amid the provocations, and I quote, "This morning, over the international waters of the Baltic Sea, Polish fighter jets intercepted, visually identified, and escorted from their area of responsibility a Russian reconnaissance aircraft flying near the borders of Polish airspace. The mass nature of the violation of Polish airspace, its occurrence during the special holiday season, the assessment of the Russian aircraft's activity in the Baltic Sea and the fact that similar incidents have recently occurred in Lithuania may indicate that this was a provocation disguised as a smuggling operation." Unquote. NATO's eastern flank has been on heightened alert over multiple violations and near-miss encounters, with alliance members stepping up patrols and joint air defense operations along their borders. Back in September, 3 Russian military aircraft allegedly violated Estonia's airspace for about 12 minutes, prompting Tallinn to summon Moscow's ambassador in protest. That incident came only days after Poland reported that more than 20 suspected Russian drones had entered or briefly crossed into its airspace, forcing NATO quick reaction jets to scramble. Russia dismissed all such claims, insisting that its aircraft and drones were flying entirely within international airspace and accusing NATO states of fabricating incidents to escalate tensions. Meanwhile, an abandoned consulate building in northeastern Poland has become another flashpoint in Warsaw's tense relations with Moscow. Polish officials attempted to access a property that formerly served as the Russian Consulate General, according to the state-run TASS news agency. Witnesses reported that the officials were unable to enter the building because the doors were not opened and no one appeared to be inside when they arrived. TASS said the Polish team had sought to seize the premises as state property under Warsaw sanctions on Russian diplomatic assets following the 2022 invasion of Ukraine. Polsat television later confirmed that officials had indeed approached the site but were prevented from entering, with the empty and locked building now symbolizing the freeze in Polish-Russian diplomatic relations.
The building of the Russian Consulate General in Gdansk, which ceased operations on December 22 this year in accordance with the requirements of the Polish authorities, belongs to the Russian Federation. This property was transferred to the USSR for indefinite and gratuitous use. We recommend that the hotheads in Poland, apparently fueled by the rising temperature, if anyone is thinking of doing something similar, of getting their hands on Russian real estate, first consider all the possible consequences of such illegal and provocative actions. I think there are already quite a few examples of how Russia responds and how painful these responses are for those who commit legal arbitrariness against our country.